The sky is gray and cold. Despite this, my bare arms, crossed, are at ease. The only bare arms. Beneath the behemoth of misery. The monster in dry dock in Vallejo, California. Aspen. The massive rudder I fantasized about eating me up on more than a few nights at sea looms above us, shining. Hull black as death, dipped in bloody red paint. Ropes like tentacles loosely securing the beast down like wired connections attached to the chamber of an alien suspended in goo in a lab somewhere in the desert. Dry dock. Aspen. The blue hard hat that signified my perceived seniority while I continued to do the chores of a novice. The lead non-rate. The leader of the rats. Whose names I do not remember. But I remember getting older.
That's white. Oh my god.
I remember what happened the evening before. I went into town. I always go to the local library when I find myself somewhere new. They are all mostly the same, but with just enough difference as to not overwhelm me with strangeness. On my way, I passed a park. A man stumbling with some sort of inebriation yelled at me from inside the park and began to make steady work of closing the gap between us. I made steady work of getting to the library as quickly as possible before he could reach me. I hid behind a bookcase and watched him stumble inside belligerently. He was at once halted by security and asked to leave. I stayed in the library, reading until nighttime. When I came outside, the darkness of the park was ominous and foreboding. It turned me the other direction, towards streetlights and open businesses. Eventually, time passed. In my stupor, distracted by storefronts and unfamiliarity, the light had abandoned me. Businesses began to close, and I suddenly became aware that I was heading toward homes with their lights off and lines blurred between sidewalk and road. I needed to turn back. As I turned left, somewhere from the dark appeared a gangly older man with crooked teeth and stringy hair. He approached me while I continued to walk. "Hey, sweet thing, what's your name?" Alarm bells. "Tiffany." "Is that your real name?" Incredulous. How did he know? "Yes." "Where are you off to?" "Meeting friends. There are people expecting me." "Do you live around here?" "Yes, with my family. People would notice if I went missing. Trained like a dog, my mother wouldn't have had it any other way. Don't walk like a victim. I heard her voice telling me this many times. Back straight, eyes forward, peripherals conscious. I continued a vicious stride toward the park, toward the boat that sat beyond it. The symbol of woe turned into my source of saving. Dry dock, Aspen. But I was lost. Was I heading the right way? Where are you meeting your friends? My mind raced. Here. A light in the darkness. A restaurant still open. I barge inside like I have an announcement to make and ensure the man does not follow me. He stays outside, watching. I need to meet friends here. I look around wildly. The hostess speaks to me, but I barely register. "Is it just you tonight, hun?" Yes, sorry. I'm just trying to get away from this guy that was following me." She looks over my shoulder. I doubt he is still there, but she believes me. "Okay, well, we're booked up full right now, but if you can find some place to sit down, go ahead." She beams. I smile back and thank her. Looking around, the restaurant is small, They really are booked up full, but booked up full for this place is about 15 people. My eye catches an elderly couple sitting at a table in the corner. I make my way to them, fear overpowering my social anxiety. Hi, sorry, this is weird, but I was being followed by a creepy guy outside, and so I just kind of ran in here, and there are no places to sit. Is it okay if I sit with you guys? They both look up at me from their food and nod enthusiastically. Of course, go ahead, they say in unison. The rest of my evening is spent talking with the older man about the Coast Guard and sea life. I tell him my real name and where I live and why I'm there. He shares with me his experience on the water as an angler. Do you know what the strongest knot is? He asks me. Oh, I only know like 4 knot ties, I say, sad that I may have disappointed him, but he looked elated, excited to show me. He gestures for me to lean forward. He grabs one string of my hoodie and shows me the strongest knot, which is somehow the easiest knot to undo. Now, if only I could remember the name of it. As I walked back to the boat in darkness, I clutched the knot in my hand. I didn't untie that knot for months until a trip through the laundry unraveled it. I take this experience with me. Whenever I feel scared or I feel alone, I know there is still kindness around me, even in strangers. Especially in strangers.